What is it?
Well, we have some things to talk about before I can decide about marrying you.
Anything.
I'm trying so hard to work out some way that we can share a future without alienating my family.
But I think that will simply take time.
No, I think there's a way to do it in one bold stroke.
I don't understand.
Well, if we decide to go ahead with this marriage, I'm going to divest myself of everything I own.
Allie? Allie! Brett, where is she? Well, she was just right here. She couldn't have gone far. You know, maybe she just got bored of us talking and ran off to the toy store.
No, no way. She wouldn't have done that. She knows she's not supposed to go anywhere without a grown-up.
I tell you what, I'll go check the toy store.
Okay. Somebody's taken her.
Please don't think the worst.
Right, you don't know. You don't have a child. I'm gonna go check with security.
You spent $5,000 on what?
I'm going to run along. Charlie is sound asleep. She'll be fine.
Coward, relax. It's going to be all right, really.
I think you and Frankie need to spend a little time alone. Really.
Trust me. She's going to love it. And if she doesn't, I'll leave with you.
Cass, what did you do?
I made an investment in my daughter's future.
Oh, a little bit lower.
Yeah?
Oh, I love you, Ryan Harrison.
Yeah, I bet you say that to all your masseurs.
No, I just want someone to marry. I forgot how much it hurts to have a baby. I mean, every single muscle.
Yeah, well, we're going to take care of that.
And he's so hungry. This baby is much hungrier than Steve and I. Was up every other hour last night.
So where'd they take him?
Just downstairs for a heel prick test. It's routine. He'll be back in a few minutes.
You know, Vic, we're going to have to do better than he.
What, you don't want to call him he?
No. We have to come up with a good name for him. I have a suggestion.
Do you mind?
Oh, I'm sorry. The door was open.
Well, close it on your way out.
Oh, come on, Victoria. We have things to discuss.
We'll discuss them later. I'm talking to Ryan.
I'm not here to argue. As a matter of fact, I came over to say thank you. I was up all night thinking about how miraculous it was to see my son born.
Wait, Grant was here for the birth?
You didn't tell him?
I would tell him if I could have a minute alone with him.
Well, anyway, I'm just here to discuss my son's name.
You can do that later, okay?
Ryan,
Grant,
I'm not interested
later.
in your hurt feelings.
He doesn't
My son's
have hurt
name is my
feelings.
priority.
He insisted. You know, he just forced his way in here the way he always does.
As I recall, you were grateful for my help at the time.
I was grateful that you kicked a nurse out who was driving me up a wall. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Victoria, I have rights here.
No,
too.
you don't. We're divorced.
According to our agreement, I have a say in the decisions regarding my son.
Oh, your son. Your son. You know, I am so sick and tired of you waltzing in here like you invented life. We had sex. That was it.
Well, it's unfortunate that's what you think of your child.
No, that's what I think
you can
of
just
you.
back off, all right? Hey, wait, can we just all put aside?
Boys! That's enough. Vicky should be resting. Both of you. Outside, right now.
Now, we all know that Charlie is a remarkable child. Parents, how could she miss? So, it's a responsibility to nurture this talent, this potential.
What did you buy,
Patience,
Cass?
wife, patience. Hear me out. While I was in L.A., Stacy and I were going over old times, reminiscing about dear old alma mater.
Your prep school?
New England's finest, and they have this brilliant new financial plan. If you put down what really amounts to nothing, you can save a place for your child. See, they invest that money against the future tuition. We'll end up saving thousands of dollars.
You spent $5,000 to hold a place for Charlie in the class of...
2012. It's brilliant, isn't it? Oh, I know it's a considerable piece of change now, but in the long run, and with the baby boom, the competition for admission to these top schools is going to be absolutely brutal. She hated it. This was your fault, you know.
How is it my fault?
You should have backed me up.
I couldn't, honey. I think this is wrong. I think this is a terrible idea.
Let me understand this. You want to give away everything that you have?
I think it's the best solution.
No. No, you're not serious.
Yes, I am.
Look, if Amanda is concerned about my possible influence, take all of your holdings, put them in a blind trust, and then you can draw on it as you will.
You're not worried about the money.
Now, of course not. I've got money enough for both of us, but what concerns me is your independence, and that concerned you too once.
Not as much as peace in the family.
Without funds. Well, it's, do you realize what you're proposing? You do mean without the house, goodbye to the art collection, no more stables?
Yes, everything. It would all go to the children once I'm dead anyway.
Oh, thank you.
You didn't expect there to be another arrangement, did you?
Rachel, you have just likened marriage to me with death. Now, that's not exactly complimentary.
No, I didn't mean that. It's just stuff. I give it away and then we have no more baggage. You're the one that's always concerned that I have ties with the past with Mac.
I thought you laid those ghosts to rest when you told me you loved me.
I did. It's a symbolic gesture.
For whom?
Amanda, primarily.
You think that by making yourself a martyr, she'll forgive you?
But I won't be making myself a martyr. You just said yourself we don't need the money. We'll start our own life.
Yes. Yes, but if you make this sacrifice, she'll hate me even more, you know that. I mean, she will blame me for this.
Oh, she won't. Not once she understands my reasoning.
How can she possibly understand your reasoning, love? It doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does. The family doesn't believe you love me. They think you're after the Corey empire. Well, fine, all right. We'll give them the empire, and Mac's legacy will be intact. And then no one can accuse you for wanting anything except me.
What? Even the Corey legacy? You'll turn over your shares to them? Your shares in the company?
Yes.
I see. Forgive me, but if Amanda and Iris control your shares, I don't imagine they'll want me as chairman of the board. Yes, I'm quite sure they'll want to replace me. Is that what you want?
Would that bother you?
Would it bother me to step down as chairman of the board? Well, aside from feeling like a perfect fool, which I'd gladly endure if I knew what the hell you were up to.
I just told you I'm trying to reassure my family.
Well, by creating havoc, Corey stock will plummet, Rachel. You know that. I mean, these investors, they do not take kindly to this musical chairs
You want
business.
to keep this position.
I never wanted the position in the first place. That was your idea. I just want to know what is really going on.
I just told you I'm trying to find a way to work this out.
Then why are you making it so complicated?
It is complicated. We're not simple people. We have responsibilities.
And where's your responsibility to me, then? And to our feelings?
I am trying to find a way that we can share a future together.
Well, by catering to their paranoia? By questioning my motives? By implying that I've been courting you for your money?
I never said anything.
No, I've never asked anything from you, ever. The chairmanship? You forced that on me. The idea about going public? Your idea? And now you're worried that I'll abscond with an armful of second-rate paintings and a few bottles from your mediocre wine cellar.
I think we better calm down.
Well, how on earth can you expect me to calm down? I've asked you to marry me. I pledged my love to you.
Well, then the money shouldn't matter. Or the company, or the chairmanship. None of that should matter. Not if this is really about love.
Honey, I did what any normal father would do.
Charlie is not a normal child.
No! No, see? This is precisely what I'm fighting against. And you, of all people, my best friend... Well, I can see what's been happening around here since I've been gone. But I do understand that it is too difficult for most people to
Honey, what are
gra-
you talking about?
Optimism. Faith, hope. This is what Charlie needs, and this is what she's going to get. None of this negative garbage. You can take that on home with you. This is a house of hope.
Down.
You think that I don't know what you're thinking, but I do. You think that this is some kind of self-denial. But it's not. I will not handicap my daughter. Do you understand me? I won't do it.
It's not your choice. You cannot control Charlie's heart condition.
This is true, but I will not let fear shape her existence. Life is all she's got, and I'm going to make the most of it.
I understand that we all need to think very positively about
Then do it and leave me alone.
No, Cass. No. Honey, I can't leave you alone. Not when I know you're hurting yourself, hurting your family. How could I ever do that?
I'm tired.
Do you realize what it is you've done?
Upset everyone I know and love, apparently.
Your wife is hanging on by her fingernails when she gets up. Oh, my God. You know, she never even goes to bed at night. She sits by Charlie's crib all night
Tell me
long.
something I don't know.
Then how could you squander an entire checkbook on a pipe dream like this?
It's not like it was our last red cent. We have
It will
money.
be if you keep pulling these kind of stunts. Don't you know that?
I'll go out and make more.
It is not about the money. It is not the money. This is about your attitude. Don't you know that Frankie is trying to live every day, one day at a time, in fact, one moment at a time? She doesn't need you waltzing in here and talking about something that's 13 or 14 years from now. Don't you know how lonely that makes her feel? She needs you, Cass, you, right here, right now.
It's not... I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. It's all wrong.
Hey, come on. This is not me you have to apologize to. Why don't I go get Frankie, all right? And I'll go sit and I'll stay with Charlie, all right? Talk to her, Cass. You need each other. Okay?
Stars. Corey residence. Corey residence.
Who is this?
It's Loretta. May I help you?
Is my daughter there? It's Amanda.
No, I haven't seen her.
Did she call? Did anyone call?
No. Is everything all right?
Allie's missing. We're at the mall, and I turned my head for 2 seconds, and she disappeared.
Take a deep breath, honey. You'll find her.
If she comes home, if she calls, please call me. I'm on my cellular phone. The number is 555-3400. Thank you. She's not home. I told you she's not home. Somebody's taken her. I know it.
Look, we've closed all the exits and we've called the police.
She's not at the toy store or the bakery.
Forgive me for asking, ma'am, but is everything okay at home?
What are you implying?
Well, sometimes little girls run off when they're upset.
No, she wouldn't do that. It's dangerous. We've talked about it.
Do you and Sam share custody?
Wait, is there a custody battle going on between...
No, my ex-husband and I have an amicable agreement, and it's not like that. Although, wait a minute. She's been upset about the man that I've been seeing.
And we were talking about him just before you noticed that she was gone.
Do you think that's it? And she was so angry at me that she just took off.
I'm sure that's what it was, and I bet if you go and wait by the exit, you'll see her come out.
Well, that'd be Harper Street. We closed the others.
Okay.
I'll come with you.
All right, I'm gonna go wait by the exit.
All right, I'll wait here and see if she comes back. I can see, okay?
What are you talking about? I am not following you.
You parked right behind me.
Well, can I help it? You got a cute bumper?
You are obsessed.
Paulina, I had to come to the mall. I needed to buy some new shirts. I've got a very hot date tonight.
Oh, with the sun lamp?
You guys, hey, have you seen Ellie?
No, where is she?
Well, she's missing. Amanda's off with security looking for her.
What happened?
I don't know. I mean, I think maybe she was upset about her mother seeing Grant, and maybe she just ran off.
What do you mean, maybe she just ran off?
Paulina, people do steal kids.
Don't even say that.
Wait, all right? Let's go find her. How far away can she be? Go. Go.
I'll go this way.
All right.
Allie!
It's no big deal. I'll transfer some funds right away.
I don't want to hear it.
I know I messed up. I'm sorry.
You're sorry. Like you were sorry about taking off in the middle of the night, like you were sorry about taking the note with you, like you were sorry about
I
throwing
am
Morgan out
truly
of the house.
sorry.
That is not the issue, Cass. This is not like you. All of this crazy behavior, it is not like you.
You're right.
And I'm worried about you.
Does that mean we can stay married?
Oh.
Oh, come on. Yell at me or hit me. Hit me
You
as hard as you
made
can.
a
I'm ready.
unilateral decision.
The money?
That's a school. Forget about everything else. Her health, our finances. Do you really believe that I would send my daughter halfway across the country to some posh prep school? I don't even like private schools. What were you thinking?
She would have had to live there.
Or take 2 planes to her morning class.
Oh, in that case, we're going to be teaching her at home.
Oh, Cass, come on. This isn't funny. Every time I leave her room, I am scared about what is going to happen next. And you want me to send her to school in Massachusetts?
I don't want us to send her anywhere. I wasn't thinking.
We agreed when we got married that we would make these kinds of decisions together, right?
You're right. I'll call him and I'll
Cass,
get a
listen to
refund
me.
right away.
Shh, please. Listen to me, okay? I know that you were just trying to be positive, and believe me, I know how tough that can be. But you have to ground it a little, you know? You be positive about this morning, about the fact that she reached for her bear, or she rolled over, she chewed on my fingers for a little while. Please. I can't do this all by myself, and I can't keep trying to pull you back. I don't have the energy.
It won't happen again, I promise you.
You see, we can't be like other parents, honey. We can't. We can't count on anything.
Oh, yes, we can. We can count on each other. Oh, come on, forgive me. You know you're going to anyway. Might as well do it now. Come on. Hey, you want to open the presents? They're really great. They really are. Oh.
Vicky is exhausted. She needs her rest. Now I trust we can avoid any more scenes like the one I just witnessed.
Look, Dad, we have things to discuss.
And we'll discuss them like a family.
Look, you're not my father, so you can drop the paternal act, okay?
Isn't that what this is all about? What is a father, Ryan? Is it the man whose genes the child carries, or is it the man who raised the child? Carl Hutchins may be your biological father, Ryan, but I'd still argue that having raised you, given you a home, an education, security, and no matter what you think, Ryan, love, then you're my son. Now it seems that fate has dealt you boys the same hand. This is Grant's child, and you, Ryan, will raise him.
I'll raise my child. Victoria and I have shared custody until such time as a final agreement is signed.
Quiet. It's not about you, Grant, or you, Ryan. The child. That's what's important. This beautiful little boy. All this wrangling, it's nothing but ego. And that's the last thing a child needs. You must learn to love him, both of you, and put your own needs aside. Or you'll have me to deal with. Do I make myself clear? Please. Please, boys, for his sake, let it all go. All the hurt, all the anger, bury it right now, right here. Let this child be raised in an atmosphere of trust and support. He's a Harrison. Let that be an advantage. Please.
Grant. You promised me a good half hour to go over everything. I've been waiting nearly half of that.
I'm sorry, something came up.
Well, the press conference is all set. We're going to do it right here.
Good. Have you seen Amanda?
No, I thought she was with you.
That doesn't mean she's rejected my proposal.
What, is she writing another book?
No, not another book. I've asked Amanda to marry me.
Ah, well, she'll come around eventually.
And just
Give us time.
when were you planning on telling me about this momentous decision, Senator? Right before you cut the cake?
Well, now, Lorna, there's nothing to tell until the lady says yes.
Oh, she'll say yes.
On the contrary. She says no, and we have some major damage control to do.
Well, in any event, the press will get an eyeful once they meet my son.
He's a charmer.
A guaranteed plus in the polls, Grant. It's just what your career needs.
All right, Rachel. Come on, what's this all about? I mean, all this nonsense about giving everything away is a test, isn't it? Is that what it is? It's a test of my feelings. A test. Well, how did I do?
You overreacted.
Oh, is that what I did? Concern for your security, for your independence. It was too much, was it? I tipped my hand a bit, did I? And of course, concern about the stock market. I mean, that is a dead giveaway. And anyone, clearly, who would carry on about Alexander's future, well, that man must be the devil incarnate.
Well, that's a bit much.
Do you have any idea how humiliating this feels?
That was not my intention.
You don't trust me, Rachel. How else am I to feel? I mean, you come here and you bait me with this nonsensical story of wanting to strip away all your assets. I don't want your money. I've never wanted your money.
This isn't about money.
No. Do you realize what you've done? You're becoming the very thing you feared.
Look, I never hid from you the fact that I have doubts about this relationship.
No.
I never hid that.
No, indeed you didn't. You've nurtured them till now. Yes. You've done to me what you feared all along that I would do to you.
I've never actually done anything.
Oh, no. Never once. Not since we first joined forces to save your company. Never since I followed you off to New York. I courted you. I pledged my love to you. I even gave up my father for the sake of your beloved Mac. Never once did I betray you. And that, dear Rachel, is what you've just done to me. Yes, you've betrayed me. You've betrayed our love. But if that's how you feel, if you can't trust me, and you can't trust yourself, well, I no longer wish to marry you.
Are you quite finished?
This has been a betrayal.
It's no such thing. I floated an idea and you didn't like it.
Ah, stop it. Stop pretending. This was a test. You and I
Yes,
both
it
know
was a test. I didn't kidnap you. I didn't hurt you or threaten to hurt your family.
What are you going to do? You're going to drag my past out of the closet every single time it suits you? I'm not that man, and you know it.
You are exactly the same man. Exactly. But you say you want to change. All I'm doing is trying to assess how deeply that change goes.
Oh, you just simply want to assess it, do you? Well, please, come on, enlighten me.
Are we going to discuss this, or are we going to just trade insults?
What do you expect? I'm angry.
So am I. We're not talking about a love affair here. That comes with a lot less responsibility. We're talking about marriage, a totally different animal.
Well, you're going to give me a lecture now on the legalities
Carl,
and...
listen to me. We're trying to put together two families, That's not a very easy
Stop
thing to do.
making excuses, Rachel. If it wasn't Amanda, it would be something else. The fact of the matter is you don't trust
That's
me.
very black and white. We've gone way beyond
It
that.
is black and white. Either you trust me or you don't. You love me or you don't. I'm to be a part of your life. Or I'm not.
I just don't see things that way. I am not a two-dimensional creature.
And by definition, I am. Thank
All
you
right.
again very much.
I have had doubts about us. In the last 6 months, fewer doubts. Because we've worked through this. We've made mistakes, but we've gone on. We've worked through it. I think we have a rather positive track record now. Either we've made an emotional commitment.
Listen, I don't want to listen to this. We've made a positive track record, haven't we? Well, you sound like a stock analyst. Well, thank you very much. I do not wish to hear you dissecting our feelings. I don't want to hear your analysis of our potential. It's too ruthless and it's too painful. You've hurt me. Don't you understand that, Rachel? You've hurt me. And it can never be safe, Rachel. You either allow yourself to trust, or you don't.
That's one way of looking at it. But it's also about willingness. Willingness to work through things. Either you're willing, or you're not.
I've done everything I can to earn your trust. I've done everything to make up for my past life. But this has nothing to do with willingness. Rachel, you've made up your mind. I am not to be trusted, and therefore marriage is out of the question. Well, I'll make it easier for us. Quite simply, I retract my proposal. Please, would you please leave me now?
Hey.
No black eyes.
No, just bruised ego.
So what happened?
Oh, you know, Spencer, he wants to stack like brothers, shake hands, be like a family.
You didn't even do anything.
Yeah, well, he wants us to, bury the hatchet for the sake of his grandchild.
I'd like to bury it right between Grant's eyes.
Well, you're going to have to get in line.
I mean, what? He just, he keeps pushing all the time. Where is he?
Actually, I left him in the solarium with Lorna.
Lorna, what is she doing here?
You know, polishing his image. What else?
What do you... Are you saying he's going to give a press conference? I mean, that's the only reason she'd be here.
Well, he's going to make some kind of announcement, I guess.
About what?
I have no idea, nor do I want to know.
Would you go find out for me,
No,
please?
Vicky, I mean it. I really don't want to find out. Let's just forget about Grant and just focus on naming this child and planning our marriage. What do you say?
You're right.
Allie? Have you seen her? No, I haven't.
Any luck?
No, I was over at the ice cream parlor.
Jake, my niece is missing. You're supposed to be looking
Paulina,
for her.
I was showing the guy a picture of Allie.
You have a picture of her?
Sure, in my wallet. You want to see?
No, I believe you.
Paulina, I made some Xerox copies and put them up around the mall. It's from the layout that I did with Amanda when we took over Corey.
God, if anything happens to
Nothing's
her...
going to happen as long as we keep together and we keep thinking. So if she's not here, let's assume she went out on her own. Where would she be?
Well, if I knew that, I'd know where she
What
is.
would she want more than anything in the world?
Well, that I can answer. Her mother and her father back together again.
Very good. Good. So if I were a kid, if I were Allie, how would I get Sam and Amanda back together?
Well, I know what I'd do. I'd tell Sam about Grant.
Good for you. That's why I almost married you. So smart. Right.
Wait, where are you
going?
I'm going to find out where Sam is playing so that we can find Allie before she gets herself in any real trouble.
Tried Corey, the house, car phone. I can't find Amanda. Nobody's seen her.
Oh, she's probably on her way.
Well, if she doesn't get here soon, I'll simply delay the announcement of the engagement.
Well, it is usually wise to wait and see if the lady accepts.
Are you teasing me, Lorna?
Never.
Now, well, probably it's just as well. With the announcement of your child care legislation and the birth of your son, you've got enough on your plate.
I agree. And if we can wrap this whole thing up by 3:30, the entire nation will see you name your son on national television.
So when does the milk start coming in?
Soon enough. This baby is so hungry.
What? What's the matter?
I don't, I've had so much water, I feel like a fish.
So you want some juice, some milk?
No, you know what I would love?
What?
Some lemonade. Some lemonade, and I think they have it down at the cafeteria.
Okay. Do you want something to eat, too?
No, just lemonade.
Back in a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? First of all, thank you for coming today. Those of you who have children will understand the great joy I experienced last night at the birth of my child. It was a miracle, and believe me, one for which I am very grateful. And for the sake of my son and the sake of all our children, I'm here today to tell you that I will work doubly hard to see to it that the health care bill that we're going to pass, and we will pass it, ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake about that, that this bill must include universal infant care coverage, and believe me, I'll work hard to ensure that it does. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You haven't seen her? Oh, I was hoping she was with you.
No, the guard's gonna stop any child that remotely fits her description.
We'll find her.
I tried getting hold of Sam. He's in Houston in a recording session, and he's unavailable. I mean, it's not like it's brain surgery. His child is missing, for heaven's sake.
Well, who did you talk to?
His manager, my favorite person in the whole world. Actually, no, I shouldn't say that. He was very sympathetic. He said, no, I haven't spoken to Allison today.
You didn't even know her name?
No.
Look, Amanda, we will find her. Jake and Paulina are searching the mall now.
Brett, I knew I shouldn't have taken my eyes off of her.
Amanda, she's 7 years old.
Yeah, but I knew she was angry.
Look, not that you're going to yell at her or anything when you find her, but she really shouldn't have run off.
Well, even if you're right, she's just a little girl. Somebody could have taken her. It's been too long. Something's happened. I know it. So she wasn't at the train station. Shoot me.
Can I take a rain check on that? You want to spook her?
Ow! Don't you ever lay your filthy hands on me again.
You bit me.
I didn't enjoy
She
it.
was upset enough to run away. You think she wants her aunt kissing all over her?
I wasn't going to kiss all over her. Just because we were in a relationship doesn't make you an expert. I've changed.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to kiss all over Mr. Bugs and Slugs either. She spent all her money on that ticket.
You don't know that.
I do know that, because if she had any money, she'd have bought something out of the vending machine.
So what, are we going to stand around here and do nothing?
Listen,
This place gives me the
you go
creeps.
call Amanda. I won't let anything happen to her, okay? Go. Heard Sam's new CD?
I heard it was only a demo tape.
Yeah. Did it change much?
You know Lonesome Man?
It's my favorite.
In the final cut, he put in that part where you hear my name.
He must miss you. Listen. You know something? I miss your dad. I liked working with him.
You can ask him to come back.
Well, I'm sure he's going to come back to Bay City to see you. And of course, you're going to go see him. But since he's not together with your mother anymore, I'm sure he had to go find a home of his own with room for himself and you and all the guitars.
There's room at Grandma's house. Why can't he come home?
Because he's not married to your mother anymore.
T-I-C-O-R-C-E. It's the stupidest.
It's not any fun.
They fell out of love. Who cares? I hate them.
No, you don't.
You don't know how I feel.
Yes, I do. I know exactly how it feels when someone you love goes away.
This one we have to open first. You are going to love this one. I found it in a funky little shop out in Venice Beach. Here we go.
Well, it's unusual.
Wait. Oh my gosh. Isn't that great? Let Felicia try it. There was a 10-month-old on the floor in this store, absolutely mesmerized with this.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, and you got to open this one.
Oh,
This one I got in the shop on Rodeo Drive.
Oh, my.
Oh, yes, nothing but the best for our Charlie. But you will be relieved to know that these are not the hand-carved teak and mahogany building blocks that come in at a cool 1,500.
Oh,
Oh, my dear, please. A child's self-esteem is directly based.
Uh-oh, somebody's awake.
What's her mother?
No, that sounded like an I want my diaper changed cry to me.
And she definitely wants her mother.
Oh, did you hear that? You had better watch it because you are going to lose your perfect daddy status. You know that, don't you? What is that?
Okay. Oh, and I found this great new restaurant in Beverly Hills.
Stop
It's called
it.
Pazzo Cuckoo.
I want to know what's going on here.
No one.
Why didn't you go in and take care of Charlie?
No reason.
Really? You've been gone several days, and I haven't seen you once pick up Charlie since you've been home. Why?
You know something? I don't know what makes adults behave the way they do.
If you love somebody, you love them.
You're right.
So how come they got divorced?
They wanted different things.
That's stupid.
Yeah, well, that's the way it is sometimes. You make mistakes. You get angry, you get hurt, and you run away.
I want him to come home.
Well, sometimes you don't always get what you want, no matter how bad you want it. I remember I had this old box turtle. It was as big as my foot.
Turtles don't come that big.
Yeah, well, this one did. I found him beside a road. I brought him home. I put him in the backyard, built a pen out of chicken wire. His name was Buster.
Buster is a dog's name.
This is a story about Buster the turtle. The turtle who used to like to eat grapes and raw hamburger.
What happened to him?
He ran away. He plowed over that chicken wire like a Sherman tank.
Did you cry?
Yeah, I did. Then I went out back and I tore the pen down and I took all the chicken wire and I traded it to Roger Kresge for 3 baseball cards and a Hershey bar.
My dad sent me chocolate in a heart on Valentine's Day.
Yeah? What'd your mom get you?
A tutu for ballet with rhinestones up here where the straps go.
Well, then you definitely made out okay, didn't you, girl?
Can you take me home?
Thought you'd never ask. Anytime.
Buster the turtle.
Another one that got away. I'm just glad we found her.
What are you talking about? You were totally confident.
Oh, come on. You know me better than that.
How about we go to dinner? My treat. Kind of a thank you from the whole family.
I can't. I've got a date tonight with Lorna.
You seeing Luna?
Yeah. And I'm late. See ya.
They found her at the bus station.
The bus station? Every parent's nightmare.
That kid's got a lot of gumption, I'll say that for her.
Oh, that's the trouble with the Corey women. We're all too strong for our own good.
You can never be too strong, not in this life.
Oh, I don't know about that. There are times when I wish I'd just go along with everything and not ask so many questions.
Uh-oh. You and Carl?
It's over.
Not if you love each other.
I don't know about that. He was very angry and very hurt.
You get over it.
I don't think so. He took back his proposal. He wants it to be over.
Your coat, sir. Are you all right? I heard raised voices. Is there any news?
No. I've done all I can, Peter. It's now up to her.
Isn't he beautiful? He's beautiful, isn't he, even if I do say so myself? It gives me enormous pride and joy to introduce him to you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my son, Grant Spencer Harrison, Jr.
No! What in the hell do you think you're doing with my child?
All right, Another World fans. Vicky versus Grant. What happens in the battle for the baby? Plus, is Rachel calling it quits with Carl? Don't wait till next week to find out what's happening on your favorite soap. Call NBC's soap phone. Dial 1-900-680-4NBC. Each call costs $1 per minute.